Good morning, it's Karina. Welcome to Life of a Mermaid. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday fun day. As you can tell, I'm still in a really good mood. I actually just hit the gym. Well, in the morning I had a 7 o'clock appointment. We got there at 7:15. Then I had a bang this morning as well. So of course I'm still fucking hyped up. I just had breakfast. So I'm just in a really fucking good mood, and I'm just really like wired. So FYI. So again, I always kind of like to talk about like from the minute I posted, up until, this morning, and then whatever kind of comes to mind. So last night, where did I leave off? It was after the walk. So yeah, I spent a little more time with Sal. We were cleaning, getting things ready, just because in the morning we just got up and left. So we were just cleaning. We had dinner. And yeah, so we did that, and then I was part of my program. We had an event that we were going to support, and so I got ready, to go in excellence. And one thing that I did, where it was kind of brought up to me that, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I'm still hiding behind my clothes. I'm still hiding behind my loose clothing. So I still need to go officially shopping. Like I said, I tried on Friday. Well, I went on Friday and I didn't find anything I liked. So I need to, really make some time and spend at least an hour or two, whatever, to hit up different stores and just buy a couple shirts or a couple stuff. That fits a little bit. Well, that fits my current body type at the moment. So anyway, so I found, I just had like a regular tank top, so I ended up wearing it with a pencil skirt. So I just tucked it in and put it out a little bit. And so obviously I was telling Sal, like, my goal is to obviously wear something that accentuates my body. I was like, as weird as that fucking sounds, I was like, no, I'm not trying to get anybody. I was like, I got you, and I want to keep it that way, and I am keeping it that way. I was like, it's just more, for myself to be comfortable doing that again, because again, as I started gaining the weight, I was just hiding behind loose clothing, and I think I'm still kind of in that mentality. And not just that, but it's more of like, what I realize now looking back is, I was mad at myself and sad about gaining weight, but it's like the way that I cope with it at that moment was by eating more, which was only making me gain more weight, so it's just like a vicious cycle of I'm not happy, but I'm stuffing my fucking face. So now I'm able to kind of realize that and catch those thoughts, because I think I've shared I am a stress eater, and food is my coping mechanism and my coping skill. Well, food was. It's not anymore. Now it's like I talk to Sal, I've been reaching out to my buddy, reach out to friends, and even then I'm more aware of it. If I'm craving a particular thing, my weakness at that point is McDonald's or Chinese food. Chinese food is more of my comfort food. It just makes me feel safe. McDonald's just takes away the feelings and makes me feel, like I just feel like, okay, I ate McDonald's, so I'm feeling like good. I can handle it type thing. So again, when I'm craving it, it's like, okay, what's going on with you? What conversations are you having? What happened? What's been triggered? And, okay, how can we move forward? How can we deal with this? How can we cope with this? Aside from going and fucking eating McDonald's. So that's been a huge shift as well, and something that I've realized and I've been kind of really connecting with these past couple of days. What was my point? Yeah, so anyways, so I was telling Sal, I was getting ready, and it was a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but then I was like, you know what, fucking own it. And I even straightened my hair, which has been forever since I fucking straightened my hair. So it felt weird, like you can still kind of see it a little bit. And then again, like, it's so fucking long now too that I was like, fuck. So I mean, I actually, prior to all this, I had scheduled an appointment with staff for next Monday, so I will be changing my hair up, and then I'm asking her if she can teach me like how to style it a little bit, because that's something again that I struggle with. I'm not really good about pampering myself in that sense, as far as knowing different styles or makeup. So something that I am learning, and I am I'm self-aware of it, and I am taking steps to improve that. So I'm connecting with staff and asking her for support, and stuff like that, and tips. So it felt good. And then again, like I said, I was kind of in an iffy place. I was kind of at that point I was a bit hesitant about going last night just because I was going to see my tribe, and again everything that happened Thursday, Friday, just still in an emotional state about it type thing. Like, I mean, I had clarity, but it was still kind of like, part of me was like, like, I don't know what being there is going to bring up. But it was actually the complete opposite. I was so fucking excited to see them. Like, the ones that did show up, I was so fucking excited. I was just like, oh my god, hey guys, and we're hugging, and like, we had some really fucking amazing conversations. Like, there's a couple people that I didn't necessarily feel that connection to before, or that I was just kind of, what I'm saying, like, it was just, and we had addressed it, like, where we were both coming from and stuff like that. So it was more of like, seeing them, and for us to really, I think, be able to kind of break through our own ways. I think we're so alike, and that's why I think sometimes it gets a little weird. But we were able to really just connect, to be present in the moment with each other, having fun, poking fun at each other, just in general. So it was really fucking amazing. And then again, with other people, we had like just deep conversations, fun conversations, just a little bit of everything. It was so fucking fun. And my buddy was there, and we were able to address some shit that, I think we were both just being fucking raw, real, and honest with each other. And as much as it was uncomfortable at moments, and I think we both can be avoiders, and we both, I think, use our sense of humor as our coping mechanism. Despite that, we kept calling each other on our shit, like, hey, you're avoiding. Hey, you're making a joke. Let's bring it back. And that was fucking cool, to be able to do that for each other. And then this morning, I reached out to him, and I was like, hey, like, last night was fucking amazing. I had a really fucking great time talking to you. I love that we were both able to push each other and challenge each other and call each other on our shit. And I want to continue that with you. I was like, I felt really close to you, and I love that. I want to get to know you. I think you're like an amazing, human being. And I was telling him, I was like, to me, you represent my husband a lot of the times. I was like, you represent the relationship that I have with him, that I am not always completely open and vulnerable, and that I do keep things from him because I think I'm protecting him, or sometimes because I'm protecting myself. And, I just don't know what reaction I'm going to get, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. So I told him, I was like, I don't, and sometimes those girls represent my mom sometimes, because again, that's another person that I do hold back from. My sisters also kind of hold back from. And again, the biggest thing is always that I think I'm protecting them, that I don't want to overwhelm them, that I don't want to put more on them. And it's kind of like, no, like, I mean, not saying fuck them, but I'm saying, like, it's like, I need to, one, love myself enough that it's like, I'm gonna share this regardless. But then again, also, I need to have love and trust in them, that they're gonna be able to be there for me, support me, and just love me regardless of what I share. And that it's not a burden, that this is what family, friends, love is, that we pick each other up, and we take each other's pain, and we're just able to support each other. That, yeah, maybe my pain may cause them pain, but what, at the end of the day, it's also, I know it's gonna make them feel special to be like, oh fuck, like, she trusted me with this, she's coming to me, because I know that's how I feel when people come to me. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I can get triggered. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, like, what do I do? Like, how do I fucking help them? How do I fucking support them? Like, fuck, But then again, like, on the other side, it's like, wow, they fucking love me, and they're trusting me with this fucking huge situation, or whatever it may be, So it's like, I know that when I do that, that's the feeling that my friends, family, Sal, everyone else is getting as well. So I think, I was telling my buddy, I was like, let's shift it. So I asked him, like, who do I represent for you? And he told me. So I was like, okay, I was like, we're the possibilities for each other to improve these relationships. So let's fucking do it. Let's be there for each other. Like, who do you need me to be? What do we have to do to be there for each other, support each other, and again, help us strengthen these relationships? For him, it was his mom and his sisters. For me, like I said, Sal, my mom, and my sisters as well. So it was just like a fucking amazing thing this morning, just again to have that realization and have that fucking breakthrough, and just again to strengthen another relationship, and have something grow from someone that I met, we're in October, like 2 months ago, or not less, and again, we've been buddies for a month, officially for a month now, and stuff like that. So it's just, just, or whatever, I'm out with the fucking time frames. But it's just a fucking amazing feeling, you know? And he's 16, and going in, that's something I think that I was also concerned about. But again, I do want to work with the youth. I do, want kids of my own, and that's one of the biggest fears and struggles, going into or thinking about having kids, that I'm like, fuck, when they get to a certain age, like, what am I going to do? How are we going to handle it? And this and that. And, so again, being partnered with him, connected with him, it's like, he's also my possibility for that, for my career to be able to work with the youth, and my possibility for, my own life and my future with my kids, that, I will know how to talk to them when they're teenagers, that it can be, a role model, a friend, but also like, a mother, and be stern and be strict and be fun at the same time. So again, he represents so many different things for me in the present and the future, and a bit in the past too, because I've told him, I was like, you're so fucking smart, and he doesn't see that. And I think again, it goes back to my childhood, and again, kind of where I'm at, where I am now, like with struggling with fully fucking loving myself, that it's like, dude, I don't want you to be where I am when you're fucking 32 or whatever, just older. Like, you're 16, you have so much fucking ahead of you. Like, like, love yourself now, so when you hit my age, like, you would just be fucking just doing amazing, so yeah, so again, it was just a really fucking beautiful thing. I'm fucking excited just to see our own relationship grow. I told him, I was like, you're fucking stuck with me. Like, I'm gonna be at your wedding, I'm gonna be at your graduation. But I'm also excited, not just to be part of his life, and then for him to be part of mine as well. And then he's gonna be an uncle when I have kids. But also to see how our relationship is gonna strengthen, my relationships with Sal, with my mom, my sisters, and then to see how our relationship is going to strengthen his relationships with his mom and sisters. So I'm just super stoked about all that. I had my morning gym session today. Another breakthrough there. But yeah, I had my other morning, I had my morning session today, but actually had my personal training today. We met at 7 a.m. Like I said, I woke up early, kind of went back to bed, and then woke up again. And so we made it there like 7:15. So actually went with me. So, going in, like I said, I was a little nervous because I was going to be there, and we had talked about it, and I had already told them, like, my concerns and all this stuff, and we had a really awesome conversation about that, too. And then, so we get there, whatever, they meet, and actually, so I was actually considering also, meeting up with Drew and doing our personal training as well. So that was kind of just like an intro for him, I think, just to see the gym, meet him. And again, I think also like a little preview to my world, and my life and my new life, because it's like, yeah, I come home and I'm always talking about Drew and my workouts and stuff like that, to the point where it's out, like, teases me. He's like, Drew said, and it's like, oh, I'm about to say something. He's like, Drew said. And I'm like, yeah, but again, because that's such a big part of my life at the moment, like, I mean, I meet with him twice a week, but it's like we're in constant communication, like, pretty much every day. I part of my workout plan, or my, fitness goals or plan, whatever you want to call it. I text him what I eat every day, every moment, lunch, breakfast, dinner, snacks, I'm always texting him. And of course, I mean, in between we're having conversations, it's not just pictures. Okay, good. Things come up, and it's like, oh, how are you doing today? How's your body? Da da da. Any concerns, any questions? So we're having conversations as well, and we're getting to know each other, So it's like, of course, like, that's a big part of my day and my life at the moment. So I'm always talking about him. So it's kind of neat just for him to finally meet him. And, it was cool because, when they were saying goodbye or whatever, he was like, Drew had said, oh, like, it was finally nice to meet you. Like, I've been hearing so many great things about you. Like, she says you're very supportive. And then, Sal, of course, being fucking smart as he is, he's like, yeah, no, same here. He's like, she's always talking about you. Like, he's always teaser, like, oh, Drew said. So it's kind of cool, just for both of them to kind of have that conversation, and for Sal to joke around and be himself, as well. That was kind of neat to see. And I was telling him, I was like, you know what, I just realized, so again, this is where the breakthrough comes in. I was like, I realized that that I do keep my world separated. I was like, that's something that I struggle with up until now. It's like that I do, separate my lives. like, I don't connect. So I was like, I was nervous coming in, but I was like, I'm super excited that you met him, and then my worlds collided, and that now, like, they're gonna just expand, and again, having, like, two worlds is going to be one world now, because they'll know each other, they'll work out, and whether me and Sal go in together and work out, or we do our separate things, it's like, they're still connected, and now he can also be like, Drew said, so I'm super fucking excited about that. Like I was telling him, so now I'm really making that realization. And it's like, okay, now I get to connect Sal to the rest of my worlds. Like I said, yesterday he connected to my work world. He met Mark, which is, my coworker. And again, he's another person that I talk about a lot, because we're in the same team, and, we see each other every day, and he's my support system at work. So for him to finally meet him as well, and then again today, Drew, another person that's huge in my life at the moment, so I think now it's really bringing him in to my friends, and then the next thing, bringing him into my legacy and my tribe. So those are commitments that I'm making, and steps that I'm going to work towards, to just really bringing my lives together, my worlds, all into one. But yeah, so that kind of came out. But anyway, back to the gym. So we went in, so they met, whatever, and then he's like, oh, you can, check it out, do your own thing, and then, we focus on our workout. Again, every time I go in, we do different workouts. Sometimes he'll tie in things that we've done, but it's always like he kind of increases weight, or he does, adds a separate element to it, so it kicks it up. So again, it kicked my ass. Like, I mean, it always does, but like I said, I fucking love it. I have so much fucking fun, because it challenges me. It's pushing me. I can feel myself stronger physically and mentally. I can see my body changing already, so yeah, so it's just an amazing feeling. And it's kind of like, I know going in, not saying that I don't go all in when I go to the gym on my own, because I do, and I push myself. But again, there's still workouts that I don't know. There's still things that I don't know. So, being with someone that is a professional, and that knows these things, and knows, how to target different muscles, and, knows different workouts, for me, it's like, I'll do little things with the weights that we've learned together. But, at the end of the day, it's like, it's really just me using the, machines, and again, the sets, and, all that stuff. So it's like, to be meeting with him and do certain workouts and things like that. Like, I love that. It challenges me. It pushes me. And, like I said, yeah, in the inside, I'm crying. I'm fucking sweating. Like, I'm dead. Like, sometimes I can't even continue. And, he has to kind of push me and be like, okay, come on, 2 more, you got this, work through the pain. But again, it feels good though, because the fact that I am able to work through the pain, it's like, fuck yeah. Like, once I'm done, it's like, you fucking did it, you badass fucking bitch. Like, like, so again, it just pushes me, and it just reminds me, like, one, I mean, everything that I've already been through, that I've shared with you guys, it's like, bitch, if you can go through that, like, you can do this, but then again, once I do the workout too, it's also, again, a motivation of like, if you can do this, like, you can do anything else, so it's just, again, it pushes me back and forth. It's just a great motivator one way, when you look at it one way, when you look at it another. So yeah, again, it was an amazing fucking workout. They always are. And again, he's very supporting, encouraging, caring. So that feels great. And then we did a weigh-in. I'm counting down from my original weight, which is 297. When I went with him, I can't remember the exact weight, but I had already lost 14 pounds on my own. So we're with him. I don't have my paper with me. With him, he's going from that point. But again, I'm counting from the 297, because that's where I started. That's when my physical journey started. So fitness journey started. So that's my start point. And then, but what we have on record with him, it's, after the 14. Anyway, so I think it's been like 2 weeks since I last weighed myself with him. So I'm down 10 more pounds. So I'm fucking stoked. So a total of 30. The goal for the month is 40. So I have 2 more weeks out. So I had text them like, hey, this is my goal. So I technically have 10 more pounds, and we're doing a weigh-in on the 19, I believe. So I said, what do I need to do? What do I need to change for me to meet my goal? So we're kind of working on that, but he texts me like maybe an hour or whatever, so after our workout, and he's like, "Hey, I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job. Like you're kicking ass. Keep it up." And that felt good. Again, like I said before, to have someone that is fitness, like that their fitness is on point, and this is what they do for a living. This is what this is their life. To reach out to you and say, "Hey, I'm fucking proud of you. Like you're doing a great job." Like it feels good. So that was an amazing thing to come home to and stuff. And I was like, yeah. So again, we're just kind of coordinating. I was like, hey, so this is my goal. Like, how can we work towards it? Whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at with the fitness. Like I said, I'm super fucking excited. I'm so fucking proud of myself. Like I've shared before, it's just crazy to think where I started, and just thinking like, oh, I can't do this. Like it's gonna be tough, but like I'm playing with the big boys now. So it feels great. And like I said, it's just when you set your mind to it. Like I said, when I'm at the gym, even sometimes I don't allow myself to say I can't. Whether I say it out, not saying it out loud or even in my head, I cut that shit. I can see it coming, and I'm like, nope, I'm struggling. And I'll even say to him like I'm struggling. And then again, like he's supportive. He'll kind of shift the workout and like, okay, let's do this, and then we'll work towards that. So again, we had one where I kind of struggled today, and like I said last week, technically, it's spin me off, and then I think everything else kind of came up after that. But today I was like, no, you know what, this is new. You're still learning. You're still, your body is still plus size. So, you have more weight to carry. And you're going to struggle, and that's okay. You're going to fall and you're going to not succeed in certain workouts, and that's okay. So it's like now we know that we get to learn, we get to, continue practicing that until we were able to complete it. And one thing that really helped with that is that another tribe member, he was struggling in some areas, and so I was like, what, my commitment is to you, to be there for you. And it's like, I really think you're a great guy, and I want to create a friendship. So we've started, we've been like texting each other here and there and stuff like that. And so he's been asking about my workouts and stuff. He's also like a personal trainer. That's his goal on his own, that's his business goal. So we've been talking, and he'll ask me like, oh, how's your fitness stuff going? Like, how are you doing? So I shared, I was like, oh, I had a really bad day today. Like I couldn't do, and again, this was like last week. I was like, I couldn't do a certain workout, and I was like, and it just, set me into my pit. Like I'm just, being really hard on myself. I don't know what to do. And he's like, oh, and again, this is someone who is super fit. We see him super, super fit. And he's like, oh yeah, like I was struggling with this, he's like, so what I did, he's like, I practiced, every day and this and that. And he's like, and now I'm able to do them. So just to he normalized it for me and said, hey, don't be so hard on yourself. It's going to take time. It was kind of like, yeah, like it is going to take time. And, it's like, I get to practice and learn until I get to that point. Looking back, everything in my life, it's always, everything's new to you, until, and you fall, you cry, but you keep doing it, and then you eventually, get good at it, or, are able to complete it, and then again, you can be a fucking master at it. So that was a huge realization for me, and just like, yeah, you're right. So again, I still kind of have him in my mind, or him saying that, and it's like, yeah, so today, like I said, I didn't go into breakdown. I didn't freak out over it. It was just more of like, okay, this is something that, you can't do right now. Physically, you can't do. Again, Drew tweaked it for me, and we were able, I was able to complete that. So it's like, okay, so what do I get to do? We get to practice this, and we get to, strengthen our core, strengthen our body, and we will be able to accomplish that workout the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, again, it was just amazing overall, and I had so many fucking breakthroughs today. I'm super fucking excited. Sunday fun day. Today I'm gonna go, when I finish up, I'm gonna clean, shower, clean, then I'm gonna work on my crafts. There's some stuff that I haven't been able to complete, work on my crafts, shower, and then me and Sal are having a date night today, or date day, and then again helping out tonight, part of my tribe and be supporting there. So yeah, so again, I mean, today was a great morning. I'm so excited for the rest of the day, and I'm just, again, a bunch of fucking breakthroughs today. So fucking proud of myself. So again, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for everything. Any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out. Until the next time. Love you guys.